This video is about review for arithmetic and geometric sequence and series. When you see the word increased by the same amount or decreased or reduced by the same amount C, then this is an arithmetic sequence and a series. For increase by the same amount C, the common difference equals C. For decrease or reduce by the same amount C, the common difference equals negative C. When you see the following words, it will be geometric sequence and a series. 8% of the previous one. Common ratio equals 8%. C times the previous one. Common ratio equals this C. Increase by 8%. Then common ratio equals 1 plus 8%. Decrease or reduce by 8%. Common ratio R equals 1 minus 8%. And also the arithmetic sequence is a linear function with a natural number as a domain. When you see the sigma notation with a linear function, you know this is a sum of arithmetic series. You go to use this formula to work out this sum. The n will be q minus p plus 1. Don't forget this plus 1. And when k equals p, we will get mp plus b. It will be usable 1. And d will be the slope. Geometric sequence is an exponential function with a natural number as a domain. So when you see sigma notation with the exponential function, you know this is a sum of a geometric series. You got to use this formula to work out this sum. N still equals q minus p plus 1. When k equals p, the starting number, then a times b to the p's power equals usable 1. The common ratio will be the base b. Let's go to 1a. Mia baked a very large apple pie that she cuts into slices to share with her friends. The smallest slice is cut first. The volume of each successive slice of a pie forms a geometric sequence. The second smallest slice has a volume of 30 centimeters cubed. The fifth smallest slice has a volume of 240 centimeters cubed. Find the common ratio of the sequence. The second smallest slice, which means u sub 2 equals 30. And fifth smallest slice means u sub 5 equals 240. For geometric sequence, u sub n equals u sub 1 times r to the n minus 1's power. When you are given any two terms, remember we always do the term with a bigger ordinal number first. Like this one, we will do u sub 5 equals u sub 1 times r to the 4th power. U sub 2 equals u sub 1 times r. This is the first equation, the second equation. Then we will do division to these two equations. We will get u sub 5 over u sub 1 equals reduce r to the 3rd power. Then we plug in number 240 over 30 equals r to the third power. 8 equals r to the third power. Then you will do the cubic root both sides. 2 equals r. You can use a calculator to do this cubic root. Cubic root button is in math 4. Then put 8, enter. You will get 2. For 1b, find the volume of the smallest slice of a pie. Basically, I'm looking for usable 1. So we plug r equals 2 into usable 2 equals usable 1 times r. Usable 2 is 30 equals usable 1 times 2. Then we divide it by 2 both sides. We will get 15 equals usable 1. For 1c, the apple pie has a volume of 61,425 centimeter cubed. Find the total number of slices Mia can cut from this pie. Apple pie has a volume of this. This is S sub n, 61,425. According to this formula, 61,425 equals usable 1 is 15. R is 2, 2 to the nth power minus 1, then 2 minus 1. We will use equation solver to solve this equation. Get equal to 0 form. 0 equals 15. Since 2 minus 1 is 1, so we write down 15 times 2 to the nth power minus 1 minus 61,425. So we go to y equals 15 times 2 to the x power minus 1 minus 61,425. Go to math, upper arrow, enter. Alpha trace, y1, enter. Put the 10 as an estimated value. Alpha, enter. Answer is 12. By solver, n equals 12. Russian dolls are similarly designed dolls which open up and fit inside each other. The largest set of this type of dolls is a 51-piece set, which was completed in 2003. The height of the largest piece in this set is 54 centimeters. The heights of a successful smaller doll are 94% of the preceding larger doll as shown. 94% of, we know this is a geometric sequence and a series. The first one is H, then the second one will be 0.94 H. This R equals 0.94. Find the height of the smallest doll in this set. Altogether, we have a 51-piece set. We are looking for usable 51. Since this is a geometric sequence, usable n equals usable 1 times r to the n minus 1's power. So for usable 51 equals usable 1 times r to the 50th power. Usable 1 is 54. This given here, usable 1. Then times 0.94 to the 50th power equals 2.45 centimeters. For 2b, the total height if all k dolls were placed one on top of another is greater than 860 centimeters. Find the smallest possible value of k. The total height, which means S sub n, is greater than 860. This is the formula for sum of geometric series. U sub 1 is 54, R is 0.94, so we can use this formula. So we get 54 times 0.94 to the nth power minus 1 over 0.94 minus 1 greater than 860. We will use equation solver to solve this inequality. Move 860 to the left side. We will get 54. 0.94 to the nth power minus 1 all over 0.94 minus 1 minus 860 greater than 0. Go to y equals. We will use alpha y equals to get the fraction. 54, 0.94 to the x power minus 1, 0.94 minus 1, then minus 860. Go to math, upper arrow, solver. Put the 10 as an estimated value. Alpha, enter. Answer is 50.3. There are two choices, either n equals 50 or n equals 51. How to decide which one is the correct number? You need to plug into this inequality, see which number make this inequality true. So I go to alpha trace, enter, plug 50, enter, give a negative number, so it's not 50. Alpha trace, let's plug in 51. You will get positive number. So 51 will be the correct answer. N equals 51.